We're here with Jeannie Adams to talk about the Voyager class. Jeannie, why don't you tell us what's your position there right now?
I'm the leader. We don't really have a teacher per se, but I lead the class, and we do adult Bible study from Cokesbury and end up with a lot of class discussion on what the lesson is each week.
So it's not just lecture out of the book. You have input from the members then?
Definitely not lecture. It's a total class participation.
Okay, good. How are you all situated? Do you sit in rows or?
No, we have tables, and it's basically a big square. The tables are set up in a square, and everybody sits around, and we kind of like that format because a lot of times we're taking notes on what's being said and what's being discussed. So we have the opportunity to have something in front of us where we can write.
Oh, okay.
And hold our books if we're just reading too.
What kind of percentage do you think of your class members study ahead of time? Or can you make an estimate of that?
I'm going to say maybe 50%. I know a lot that do it either Saturday evening or Sunday morning right before, because it's fresh on their mind then.
What room do you meet in?
Our classroom is 601, which is the last classroom on the left as you're leaving Fellowship Hall, all the way down at the end.
If somebody wanted to come to your class, do they just come, or would you like to know first? Or?
No, we're open door policy, open hearts, open minds, open doors, and that's
Great.
That's exactly what our class is. Anyone is welcome at any time. Come and try us out. We're love to join us, have your opinions, join in the class discussion.
Well, that sounds great. I appreciate your time. Thank you. We're here at the Covenant Believers class. They meet in the chapel, and we're here with 4 representatives. Judy, I know, is a class leader, and Judy, I'll have you introduce the people that are here with you, please.
Okay, thank you. Well, this is Stephanie Lingle, who's sitting on this side of me, Kathy Masterson, and Bill Twyford.
Would you please describe your class for someone who's never been here before?
Well, we are a discussion class, basically. We do a combination of Bible studies and Christian authors. We're finishing right now a book called Love One Another, so it's based on Paul's one another commands. And then periodically we follow the scripture that Dave is preaching on, and we do a Bible study for that.
How are you formatted?
We do sit in a circle in this space. We have some tray tables here that kind of give us some place to put our books and coffee and whatnot.
And when you say you're the facilitator, I assume there's a lot of discussion then, and you try to monitor it and keep it on track?
Oh, that's a good word. I try. I try to keep this group on track, yes. Well, I'll let them speak to that.
Actually, Judy's really good at keeping us on track. We tend to fall off the rails periodically. We have a wide variety of opinions, which is good in this class. And Judy and Susan Four also are very good at keeping us focused on the lesson and the direction we should be heading.
Okay. Stephanie, what have you gotten out of the class as a member in it here?
I really enjoy it because a lot of the study that we do is also life application, so it's something I can take home for the rest of the week.
Bill, do you have anything to add there?
They just ditto on what they said. I mostly really enjoy the beginning of the class. It takes us a while to get into the actual lesson because we have joys and concerns like she mentioned, and it's just very nice to support each other. And
I would add too that something might be a little bit unique about us is that we did meet all during when the church was closed down. We met through Zoom, and we're continuing to send out a Zoom link.
We thank you for that, and we thank you for the explanation and for sharing with us on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're here with Mike Langford to talk about the new seasonings class. In the interest of full disclosure, I am the class facilitator, so I've asked Mike to help me discuss our class and what we're all about. Why don't you start off by telling us, describing the class for somebody who hadn't been there before.
Well, I'd like to think that we're a welcoming class, certainly interested in different viewpoints that people have, their experiences in life and such. We try to cover issues that are going to be useful to us in our day-to-day life, looking at resources of authors such as those that we've studied lately, Richard Rohr, Marcus Borg, reference to Dominic Crossing, Adam Hamilton. We did a World Religions just recently, and those have proved useful for our group, I think.
How do we meet?
Usually a circle. We've sometimes we're looking at films and we might have to adjust the room a little bit. Yes, a circle is our preferred way of approaching this, where we don't really have a leader's position, and start out with a catch up with everybody, or kind of a welcome and what's going on in your life before we progress into the lesson itself.
You know, one thing, Mike, about our class that I think is unique and that I think we're all proud of is that we are members of the Reconciling Ministry Network.
Yes.
For those that don't know what that is a ministry network of like-minded people who feel that all people, regardless of sexual orientation, are loved by God, and that we should accept them as well into the family of God. We need to tell everybody that we meet in room 603 in the education wing. Do you have anything else you would like to share with our viewers?
Just to add the welcome and the invitation to join us. I think you'll find us a very interesting group, and we would love to have you be a part of our class.
Thank you, Mike. I think that sums it up very well. Thanks a lot. We're here with Jim Humphries to talk about the Come and See Sunshine class. Jim has a background of about 60 years of teaching Sunday schools, 18 years of the high school class here at St. Matthew's at one time. And we're going to talk to Jim this morning and find out exactly what his role is. Jim, how would you describe what you do with the class?
Thank you, David. I don't know if there's an easy answer, but I am the teacher of the class, and I teach in a lecture fashion, giving people a chance to ask questions as they want to. And generally, they know that I seldom finish on time, and so I set my alarm clock, so I do finish at 10:45, and they know I'm still hurrying to get the last of the notes recorded before we shut down. So there are not a lot of questions asked until the end. But the floor is open for questions, and I'm always glad to stop and answer them.
What is your format? Do you mainly do Bible study or different books, or how does you approach that?
Absolutely, it's all Bible study of the books of the Bible, and it's been fun teaching some out of the Old Testament, some out of the New, mostly the New Testament for me.
Anything else you would like to tell us about your class, or how you operate?
Yeah, if it's possible to have a mantra for our class. Our class is designed to know Christ and to make Him known. Okay. That means studying the Word to know Him and learning how to share the faith with other people.
If someone wanted to visit your class, how do they get to it? What room are you in?
The Come and See Sunshine class meets in room 605, starts at 10 o'clock, finishes exactly at 10:45. Plenty of time to get to church.
Well, good. Good. Jim, we thank you for this. It's been quite informative, and we wish you luck with your class.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.